What's up, guys? It's Nate. I'm back again. We got week 6 playing the Buccaneers this week. We got a couple buckets to go through. I'm pleased with our game last week, and yeah, I'm excited to get into this one. So we got cold opponent. Obviously, they're 1-4. They must be on a losing streak. The Buccaneers struggling. Yeah, we have no fear. I'm not smug. Buccaneers are struggling. All players will have -5. Okay. Let's give a quick check into the league stats here. Looks like I'm looking over on the right. We've got a couple names on there. Passing leaders. Kenny's in third behind Joe Burrow and Russell Wilson. Najee's in third behind Derrick Henry and Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, man. Way less attempts than the other two guys in that range. And he's almost leading the league in rushing yards. That's insane. He's got 40 less carries than Najee and 100 more yards and 3 more touchdowns. He's almost 50 less carries than Derrick Henry, and he's only 6 yards behind him and 2 touchdowns up. Receiving leaders, Allen Robinson's in third. Yeah, he's doing well on limited receptions. He gets some big plays. He kind of the slot for the Steelers playbook kind of gets a lot of attention, but I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Sack leaders, we don't have anybody on that list, but we do have Patrick Peterson and Minka Fitzpatrick in interception leaders, 1-2. And Pat Pete is double Minka, who's in second. 8 interceptions. What is even the record? The record can't be that many. Interception records, 14. Patrick Peterson's definitely on his way. We're not even at the midway point, and he's already got 8. So let's see how he finishes up. Kenny's doing all right. I would love to drop down on some of those interceptions. We should definitely have at least double the touchdowns and interceptions, but 15-8 is not amazing. But also, in comparison to his rookie season, it's much better. What is he? He was 7-9, so he's improving. Rushing wise, Najee's averaging 4.5 yards per carry. Jalen's only had 1 carry, so he's fresh. I would love to get him more involved. I need to figure out how to do substitutions better because I don't want him in as much as they put him in when he's a third down running back. But yeah, I was just dealing with that. But yeah, receiving wise, our top 3 receivers, receptions wise, are all within 1, 21, 22, 22. But yardage wise, drops by about 100 yards per player. So I would like George Pickens to pick it up. Deontay Johnson, yardage wise, it would be nice if he picked it up. I'm happy with his touchdown output though, and so hopefully he continues doing that. I'm happy with his play. Allen Robinson has been a shocker. I was hoping he would play well, but I expected him to be third on our team in receptions or in receiving yards. He is third in receptions, but yeah, third in the league in receiving yards. Maybe a few more touchdowns would be cool, but really you can't be upset with that. Pat Freiermuth, though, I need to get him more looks, is what I need to do. Darnell Washington has a great average per catch, and really this is kind of what I expected out of him. I would like him to be a blocking guy this season, so that's what he's been. Sack numbers, not great for the team. I mean, man. Yeah, not looking awesome on sacks. Interceptions, though, we've got to be leading the league. All right, so going into Tampa Bay, Levante David is their top threat on defense. He's not been getting any sacks or interceptions. I don't know about fumbles, forced fumbles or recoveries or any of that. So he's who we got to look out for. X factor. Tampa Bay is last in the league in points per game, although they're 4th in the league in pass yards per game. Offensive rush yards per game, they're last in the league with only 57. So hopefully we can play well against the pass. I know our team is a good rush defense, but our pass yards per game is pretty up there on defense. Defensively, they're 11th in points per game, 11th in pass yards per game, and 16th in rush yards per game. Now, the Steelers, we're starting to improve our offenses and our defense numbers, really. We're starting to kind of come into our own here. Offensive points per game, we're first. Pass yards per game, we're 9th. Rush yards per game, we're 20th. That's a number I'd like to bring up. 102 yards per game. Could definitely be higher than that, especially seeing as that should be our focus right now. But the passing game has been working, so not too many reasons to steer away from that yet. We'll see how this game goes. We might want to rush it on them, seeing as their defensive rush yards per game is a little bit worse than their pass yards per game. Defensive points per game, we're 17th. So only 1 point per game makes a 6-spot jump from 17th to 11th. They only allow 1 less point per game than we do. Defensive pass yards per game, we're 19th, and rush yards per game, we're 8th. So we want to pick up on the pass defense and our run offense. Hopefully, picking up on the pass defense will also drop down our points per game defensively. But last week we only gave up 24 points, which 24 points is not a lot, but it's also not a little. If we can stay around 24 and maybe start to drop it down a little bit, I think we'll be in a really good position. Offensive ranks, yeah. Third down percentage we need to bring up a bit. And giveaways, we know that. Defensive ranks, we're right in the middle of the pack. Looking over there at the standings, our division is close. Interesting. It's not like that doesn't happen every year. Steelers are 3-2, Bengals are 3-2, Ravens are 3-2, and the Browns are 2-3. That pretty much looks extremely realistic. Maybe right now you'd expect the Bengals to be 4-1 or something, but I don't think they had a hot start last year, and they just don't seem to be a hot start team. They kind of come on strong at the end of the season. So if they play like that in this franchise mode, then we just need to keep it up the way we've been playing and keep improving. So all we really need to do to stay ahead of them there. But I think we have the tiebreaker because we beat them. But we did lose to the Browns, so we have a divisional loss. So I think the head-to-head is what's got us up there at top. That's all I wanted to go through before we get into this game. I'm excited. It should be a good game. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. Here we go into week 6, where the Steelers will take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home in Acrisure Stadium. Still hate the name. Wish it was Heinz. Whatever. We're going to give a look at Patrick Peterson here with 8 interceptions on the season. Still on his way to a historic season. Playing against the Bucs, who look like they've picked up Matt Ryan rather than go with Baker Mayfield. We'll see how that works out for him. But yeah, it should be an exciting game. The Bucs are 1-4. The Steelers are 3-2. Hopefully, and I expect we'll be able to handle it. Kenny Pickett has been looking better and better as the weeks go by, and we hope he continues to improve on himself. The defense is looking pretty good. 11 interceptions, only 515 air yards allowed. I feel like that's a low number, but I'm not sure. Passing offense for the Buccaneers, 10 passing touchdowns, 1,500 pass yards, 70% completion rate. So they're pretty much on par completion rate-wise to what our defense allows. Should be an interesting game. Kenny comes into the game with 15 touchdowns to 8 interceptions. But let's get right into it, I guess. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10 for Kenny. And he's going to hand it up to Najee on 2nd and 10 for a gain of 13 right up the middle. He's going to make it a 1st and 10. Incomplete pass on 1st down. Kenny's going to be in the shotgun on 2nd and 10. And he's going to throw it across the middle to Allen Robinson for a good gain, 18-yard gain. It's going to be another 1st down. Handing it off to Najee off the left side, and he breaks a tackle. Almost gets around the edge to go for much more, but he goes for about 12. And on 1st and 10, Kenny's going to get a quick pass off to Deontay Johnson for a quick 10 yards. And Kenny's back to pass again, and he gets hit as he throws. He's already been hit like 2 or 3 times on the first drive here. Throwing it out to Darnell Washington, making a big play. 17-yard gain up to the 3-yard line of the Bucs. We're going to hand it off to Najee on 1st and goal and go backwards a yard. So it's going to be 2nd and goal on the 4. Passing it on the slant to Allen Robinson for the touchdown. Great start to the game. Efficient drive. Couple incompletions, but nothing we couldn't handle. Don't know if we even made it to a 3rd down on that drive. I'm happy with that. Now we got Matt Ryan coming out, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Similar yardage to Kenny, and I think he's got a little better completion rate so far this season. On 1st and 10, he throws it out wide for a gain of 3, and he's in the shotgun in 2nd and 7. Throws it for a gain of about 9. First down. Running up the middle, I think that's Rachaad White. Goes for 15. And it's going to be a 1st and 10. And Matt Ryan's going to throw the out route for a gain of 4, making it 2nd and 6. Toss play to Rachaad White. Don't run the toss play to TJ Watt's side. You will always lose yards. 3rd and 9. On 3rd and 9, he's got all the time in the world to throw. And it's a good thing that Matt Ryan is like 39 years old and threw that one out of bounds because he was wide open. Pittsburgh gets the ball back. Big play on the first play of the drive for about 20. Second play of the drive, we throw a pick. And I think I said before the game, Levante David had no turnovers this season. Well, there's his first one. But we're going to take one right back from him, and Joey Porter Jr. is on his way to the end zone. Can he outrun Rachaad White? He's got to be able to. He does. Puts us up 14-0. Huge play there. Just back-to-back interceptions. I love it when that happens. I hate it whenever I'm the one throwing the second interception, but I love it when I'm getting the second interception. Matt Ryan throws it out of bounds on 1st and 10. Going to make it 2nd and 10, obviously. Hands it off, up the middle. Oh, Rachaad White is 29. Who's 25? Don't remember his name right now. But they're throwing it to him, so maybe we'll find out in a second here. Big gain, 25 yards. Still don't know that guy's name. Is this Russell Gage Jr.? Nice little spin move there, but a gain of 15. And they got another first down. And they hand it off for a gain of 10. It's Chase Edmonds. Okay. Chase Edmonds going for another big gain. Holy crap. 25 rush yards on those last 2 carries. It's another first down in the red zone for the Bucs. And they're going to throw it out wide, and Patrick Peterson, did he come? There's no way he came down with that. Holy crap. His 9th interception of the season if it stands, and I believe it may. Let's see this angle. Look at the toe drag. He's looking like Antonio Brown in his prime right there. That was beautiful. Handing it off on 1st and 10 to Najee. He goes for 6. Probably could have gone for a lot more if he went out a little bit wider. On 2nd and 4, we're going to throw it to Pickens in a rough spot, but I believe there was pass interference on that, and we got a little bit extra on it. And on 1st and 10, we're going to throw it up to Pickens, and it's going to be incomplete. I thought he caught it. And 2nd and 10, Pat Fryermuth's going to make a catch, break a tackle, go for a couple more. We're on the Bucs side of the field. Throwing it up to Deontay Johnson. Incomplete pass. But Najee's going to run it on 2nd and 10 for a gain of 12. We got another first down on the Bucs 30. Getting a short completion up the middle to Pat Fryermuth for a gain of 6. On 2nd and 4, Najee goes backwards a yard. We're going to make it 3rd and 5. Threw it out quickly. I think something was developing over the middle of the field, but Pat Fryermuth still got a first down out of that one. So not upset we missed the wide open guy in the end zone. Ended up scoring 2 plays later anyways. So early on in the second quarter, we're already up 21-0, even though we've had 1 turnover. It's just been, aside from that turnover, it's been a very efficient performance from the offense. So we got 3rd and 3 for the Bucs. They're handing it off to Rachaad White up the middle. He gets about 5 or 6, goes for a first down. And Chase Edmonds is going to get the ball. Kind of crazy that he can push a guy off him that's that big, that much bigger than him. Granted, he still got tackled, only gained like an extra yard or two, but from everything I've seen from the new Madden, that's not going to be happening anymore. But I'm excited for that. Let's get back to talking about the game. I know things are going on. So 1st and 10 on our side of the field, and Matt Ryan is throwing an out route for a gain of 2. Gain of 1, I guess. And he's going to throw for a first down to Mike Evans on 2nd and 9. The clock is ticking away. Rachaad White's going to get the ball on a run up the middle, breaks a tackle, goes for about 12. So the Bucs have the ball on the 5, and Rachaad White is just powering through, but Cole Holcomb does everything he can and stops him short. 2nd and goal. What the? Who is that guy? He had an easy touchdown, didn't get it. Okay. And then Russell Gage Jr. catches a slant pass for the touchdown. I honestly would have been kind of upset if they didn't score on that, just because there's definitely a glitch that running back ran out of bounds. But back to the game, we got 1st and 10 for Kenny, throwing across the middle to George Pickens for a gain of 7. We got 1:39 left, so we're going to have to manage the clock well here and try and bring it all the way down, but still score. Throwing it up, Allen Robinson doesn't make the catch. Defender got a hand in there. Otherwise, it could have easily been a touchdown. So we got 2nd and 10, throwing the pass to Najee for a gain of 10. And on 1st and 10, we're going to throw to Allen Robinson for about 20, a little over 20 yards. And then Deontay Johnson's going to catch the next pass on 1st and 10, bringing us to the 3-yard line with 16 seconds left. Kenny gets hit as he throws on 1st and goal. It's going to be incomplete. Then we're going to hand it off to Najee on 2nd and goal, go nowhere. 3rd and goal, also incomplete. We got 4th and goal with 7 seconds left. Pat Fryermuth makes the catch, and he's barely in. As the half ends, we go up 28-7. Although the numbers are not looking amazing for us, we are pretty much handling this game. The Bucs get the ball first coming out of half, and they could definitely bring themselves back into the game on this drive. 28-7. It's 1st and 10, and I missed a tackle. The tight end broke another tackle. Is that Cade Otton? Rachaad White gets the ball on 2nd and 1, and he's going to go for about 9. It's going to be 1st and 10 on Pittsburgh's 46-yard line. Matt Ryan's going to throw it up the middle for a 3-yard gain, and now it's going to be 2nd and 7. And they're going to throw it on the out route to Cade Otton again for about a gain of 8 and a first down. They got 1st and 10 and a curl route for another about 15-yard gain and another 1st and 10. Oh, Keanu Neal almost backed up into that and got another pick for us, but Cole Holcomb handling the running back and the blocker at the same time there. Gain of nothing on 1st and goal. 2nd and goal, Mike Evans makes the catch and gets to the 2-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and goal. And Vaughn goes for nothing. And, he breaks the tackle or kind of just pushes through the tackle of Cole Holcomb for a touchdown. So, like I said at the beginning of that drive, they had a chance to make this a game again, and they did. It's 28-14, Pittsburgh's first drive of the second half. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10, and we're going to pass it off to Johnson for a pretty big gain there, about 20 yards, 18-yard gain. And on 1st and 10, we're going to hand it off to Najee for a loss of 1. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Throw across the middle. Allen Robinson gets a first down. 1st and 10. Najee's got it on the left side. Breaking tackles. Going for another 20, maybe. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Throwing it off to Pickens on 1st down. And we're going to gain about 17 yards. Scary throw on 1st and goal there. It drops to the ground, though. It's incomplete. We got second and goal. Najee goes nowhere. And third and goal. Pickett's rolling out, throws it way behind, and it's picked off. Antoine Winfield Jr. with the pick. And the Bucs have the ball with a definite chance to make this a real game. The 14-point deficit, I'm not super worried about it being the fourth quarter, but if they play like they've been so far this half, we could be in for a tight finish here. So we've got 1st and 10 for the Bucs on their own 49, so about midfield, and let's see what they can do with it. Matt Ryan goes up the middle to Chase Edmonds for a big gain, about 35 yards, and or 25, my bad. And they're going to throw a screen pass to Edmonds again, and a gain of 3 yards. Cam Hayward makes a sack on 2nd down, makes it 3rd and 15. So huge play from Cam there. Cole Holcomb got up in his face that time, and they're going to go for 4th and 15. They're going for it. And Matt Ryan is going to throw out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So let's see what Kenny can do with the ball here on 1st and 10. It's tipped. Throw into coverage. Bad throw. Bad decision. And it's picked off. So we're going to play some more defense. Cole Holcomb with the sack on 1st down. Mike Evans makes the catch on 2nd down. Gains about 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 14. Oh my goodness. Russell Gage Jr. on the break there. That was a great route. He just ran and got himself wide open for a big gain. 2nd and 5 for the Bucs on the Steelers' 24-yard line. And they get another pass to Russell Gage Jr. for a touchdown. He went off this drive. Russell Gage Jr. is saying Bucs aren't out of this thing yet. We're going to hand it off to Najee on 1st and 10. He's going to gain 3. He's going to make it 2nd and 7. And another pass to Allen Robinson on 2nd and 7 there for a pretty big gain. Put us on the midfield line. And then Najee gained 4 on 1st down. And we give it to Najee again, and he can't quite break the tackle. Makes it 3rd and 5. Throwing it up the middle, George Pickens makes the catch, and it's going to be a 1st down. So 1st and 10, Kenny's going deep to Allen Robinson. You know, one of my favorite plays right there, and Allen is in the end zone for a touchdown. I'm really loving the addition of A-Rob from the offseason. I mean, for a 7th-round pick, the value he's given us so far this season has been unreal. So now the Bucs are back down 14, and they're going to have to drive twice in the final 2 minutes of this game if they want a chance to go to overtime or to win. Rachaad White gets it. We miss a whole bunch of tackles, and he goes for about 15 for a 1st down. So Matt Ryan's back to pass on 1st and 10, and Joey Porter Jr.'s all over it. It's going nowhere. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Matt Ryan's back to pass again, and Chase Edmonds gets out of bounds after a gain of 9. So 3rd and 1, Matt Ryan back to pass one more time. They love Russell Gage Jr. Russell Gage Jr. is a monster. He's a beast. He's got crazy route running right now, and also he's making people miss, breaking tackles. It's 28-35 with a minute and a half left. So let's see what we can do with Najee here, because it's Najee time. Last minute of the game. No timeouts left for the Bucs. We just need a 1st down, and it's over. And that's going to seal it for us. As we kneel it out, it got a lot closer than it should have there at the end, but I felt like we had it pretty handled most of the game there. So that was a good game. Tampa Bay's now 1-5. We got a win. That's 2 in a row. Makes us 4-2. Still on top of the division. We'll see coming out of this. But I think that we've got all the tiebreakers as of right now. So let's see. Cold opponent. I know I expected to win that game, but like you said, everyone's a threat in this league. Someone has to lose better than them than us. 1,000 XP. Huge. it was a closer game than I wanted it to be honest. And I was slacking at the second half there. I was trying to manage the clock, and I mean, I know I was throwing it, but I was just trying not to get too big of chunks at a time, and threw a couple interceptions, at least one, that was just a poor decision. So I got to get back to that limiting turnovers mentality. Really is what needs to be happening right now. But yeah, let's go for it. We got a couple upgrades here. Not too pressed about that game, so I think it was just we got too far out ahead, and naturally you're gonna let them come back a little bit when you start trying to keep the lead. You got to just play like it's a tie game all game. Is really what you got to do. Let's upgrade Najee Powerback. Joey Porter Jr. I'm glad that a bunch of young guys are getting upgrades here. JPJ up there to 75 now. Broderick Jones. I do want him to be a pass protector, but also I just want the left side of the line to be just running people over when it comes to the run game. Chukwuma Okorafor, he's going to be starting in the right tackle position. I haven't had him there for the last couple of games, but I just fixed that. And we do have a couple injuries that I haven't highlighted yet. I don't know exactly when they got hurt, but Isaac Seumalo has been out for I think a game or two, and he's got 3 more to go. Or I guess it'll be 2 more after I advance this week. And Nate Herbig has been out at center, so Mason Cole's been playing. I think he still would be playing center whenever Seumalo is injured. I think it would be Mason Cole because Dotson moves over to guard then. So we had 100 rush yards to their 116. I wasn't that worried about their run game, and their run game did perform pretty well. Pass yards, we had 335 and they had 300. Again, I don't know if it was so much. They put up 14 in the fourth, and we had a rough second half, turnover-wise and just altogether. And I think that the defense played really well. I was happy with the defense, and I think they're coming into their own here. I'm happy with those moves that I made there, the couple trades for Rashaan Evans and the safety we got. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. But I think that's kind of turned around the defense. And I know numbers-wise it doesn't look like it, but I feel it. And I think you guys can probably see it in the games too. The 3-2 turnovers is the difference there in that yardage-wise. And I believe that we did have a pick 6 or something. That was a... Yeah, their yardage difference came from our offense giving them turnovers is really what it was, because the defense was shutting them down on repeat, especially in the first half. And we just kind of got tired at the end. The defense just had to play a lot. Let's go ahead and advance. Thanks, guys, for watching this video. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. And comment any tips or any constructive criticism you may have for me. I'd always love to hear that stuff. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and have a good day, guys.